Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm so pumped you're here today because we're diving into something that literally touches every part of your life, whether you realize it or not.
Ooh, sounds juicy. What are we talking about?
We're talking about the power of saying no.
Ooh, okay. You mean that little two-letter word that somehow feels harder to say than a 10-page essay?
Exactly. For so many people, no feels uncomfortable, maybe even selfish. But here's the truth. Learning how to say no and set boundaries is one of the most freeing and empowering things you can do.
Totally. And let's be real. Most of us grew up thinking we had to say yes to everything. Invitations, extra work, helping out, favors. And before you know it, you're exhausted, resentful, and wondering where your time went.
Yep. And the crazy part? Every time you say yes to something you don't want, you're actually saying no to something that does matter, your energy, your peace, your priorities.
Okay, I love this already. Let's break it down for our listeners. Why do so many people struggle with saying no in the first place?
Number one, people pleasing. We want others to like us, and saying yes feels like the way to stay nice.
Mm-hmm. Number two, guilt. We feel bad for disappointing people. Like, if we say no, we're letting them down.
And number three, FOMO, the fear of missing out. We think if we say no, we'll lose opportunities or be left behind.
But here's the mindset shift. Every no is also a yes. If you say no to an extra project you don't have time for, you're saying yes to rest, focus, or family. That's not selfish. That's smart.
Exactly. And here's the kicker. If you're saying yes out of guilt or obligation, you're not really giving your best anyway. You're showing up drained, distracted, maybe even resentful.
That's so true. People forget. Saying no doesn't mean you're unkind. It means you're honest about what you can actually give.
Can I tell you a quick story?
Always.
A few years ago, I was in this season where I said yes to literally everything. Extra work, social events, volunteering. My calendar looked like a game of Tetris. And at first, I felt productive, like I was everywhere, doing everything. But inside, I was drained. My creativity tanked. I was snappy with people I cared about. I remember one night I said yes to a dinner, and halfway through, I realized I don't even want to be here. I just didn't know how to say no.
Wow, I've been there. And what changed?
Honestly, burnout forced me to learn. I started practicing small no's, like turning down a meeting that didn't need me, or skipping an event that I wasn't excited about. At first, it felt uncomfortable, but then something wild happened. I got my energy back. I started feeling free, like I had space to breathe, and the people who really mattered, they respected it.
That's powerful. And I think that's the fear people don't realize. Most of the time, people respect you more when you set clear boundaries.
Yes, it shows you respect yourself, and that's magnetic.
Let's talk about what happens when you don't learn this lesson, because saying yes to everything comes with hidden costs.
Oh, big time. Number one, burnout. Your body and mind can only go so long before they hit the wall.
Number two, resentment. You start resenting the people you said yes to, even though you're the one who agreed.
I've been there. And number three, missed opportunities. This one hurts. When your schedule is packed with things you don't really want, you don't have space for the things you do want.
Exactly. Like saying yes to a project you don't care about, which then makes you too tired to work on that idea you've been dreaming of.
Or saying yes to a social event you dread, which means you missed the quiet night you needed to recharge.
It's kind of ironic. Saying yes all the time actually makes you miss out on more. Okay, let's get practical. How do you actually say no without feeling bad about it?
Step one, be clear and simple. Don't over-explain. A simple, I really appreciate you asking, but I can't commit to that right now, works wonders.
Step two, offer an alternative if you want to. Like, I can't help this weekend, but I'd love to catch up next week.
Step three, practice. Seriously, it feels awkward at first, but the more you say no, the easier it gets.
And let's add step four, remember your why. Every time you say no, remind yourself what you're protecting. Your energy, your focus, your family time, your mental health. That makes it easier.
And bonus step? Use not right now if that feels softer. Sometimes it helps to say, I can't take that on at this moment, which still sets the boundary without closing the door forever.
You know what? Let's make this fun. Let's role play a few common no scenarios so our listeners can hear what it actually sounds like.
Love it. Okay. Scenario 1. Your boss asks you to take on an extra project, but you're already maxed out.
Hey, can you add this to your plate?
I appreciate you trusting me with this, but I don't have capacity right now. If this is a priority, can we look at what can come off my plate to make room?
Ooh, that's good. Clear, respectful, and it sets boundaries.
Okay, your turn. Scenario 2, your friend invites you to an event you don't want to go to.
Hey, want to come out Friday night?
Thanks so much for thinking of me. I'm going to pass this time, but let's plan a coffee date soon.
Perfect. You're not rejecting the friend, you're just saying no to that specific thing.
Exactly. And here's a third scenario. Family asking for a favor you can't do right now.
I wish I could help, but I can't commit to that today. Is there another way I could support later?
See? Boundaries with love. It doesn't have to be harsh. Here's something that blew my mind. No is a full sentence. You don't need to justify it.
Preach. Also, boundaries don't push people away. They filter the right people in. If someone gets mad that you set a healthy boundary, they probably benefited from you having no boundaries.
Ouch, but true.
And here's the real win. When you get comfortable with no, your yes becomes so much more powerful. Because then when you do say yes, it's genuine. It's from a place of energy and intention, not obligation.
Which makes people trust you more because they know your yes means something.
Exactly. And let's flip it too. When you respect other people's no's, you're modeling healthy boundaries in return.
Let's give our listeners something to do right now. Think of one area of your life where you've been saying yes too much.
Maybe it's work. Maybe it's social invites. Maybe it's even your own habits, like saying yes to staying up late when your body needs sleep.
Write it down. Then ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I say no? And what do I actually gain if I do?
That little reflection can shift everything because often the fear is way bigger in our heads than in reality.
All right, let's wrap with a challenge for everyone listening. Pick one small thing this week to say no to.
Yes, it could be as simple as saying no to scrolling before bed, no to an extra work task you don't need, or no to an invite that doesn't excite you.
And when you do, notice what it creates space for. Because every no is also a yes to your priorities, your peace, your freedom.
And here's a bonus. Celebrate it. Don't just say no and move on. Acknowledge it. Hey, I honored myself today. That's how you rewire your brain to see no as empowering instead of scary.
This was so good. If this episode gave you something to think about, share it with a friend who needs a little boundary boost. And hey, leave us a review. It helps more people find this show.
Remember, boundaries aren't walls, they're doors. And every time you say no with intention, you're opening the door to a more free, focused, and fulfilling life.
Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.